Nigeria is a country known for diverse things, one of which is fun and entertainment. And because ours is a population largely dominated by youth, the party almost never stops, hence why there is always a party to be hosted every other week. But what happens when a party becomes a drug haven?
The one themed "Go Hard or Go Home, Choose Your Poison" was actually somewhere in Sun City Estate in Abuja here, and where we made 60 arrests. We actually got the organizer of the party, and we had, out of that, 6 of them were actually set aside because illicit substances, ecstasy, cannabis, and the rest were found on those ones, while I think 36 others illicit substances were found in their systems.
But how do you fight a hydra-headed monster, particularly one that specifically targets youths? But more importantly, how do you dissuade youths from towing the path of this monster, which in most cases ends in doom?
We are aware that there are people who are struggling with this substance, who may not know how to get help or are afraid of being judged or being stigmatized. So one of the things that the leadership of the agency had done is to provide a call center through which people can sit in the comfort of their homes from any part of the country, call the toll-free helpline 0800 10 20 30 40. And there at the other end of the line at our call center, we have our experts, counselors, clinical psychologists, psychotherapists, psychiatric doctors, all working 24/7, 7 days of the week.
Now, we stepped out to engage some young Nigerians as to why they think youths generally indulge in hard drugs. And this is what they had to say.
A parent living in a place where people smoke, bringing their children up there, definitely the child will seeing those adults smoking, drinking, is learning from them. So while growing up, you like to say, okay, let me try what these adults they are trying. Let me see how it is.
I feel content. Most of all these content we watch online, not only online, both movies. So they depict some of all these drugs that make people want to go into it, not just because they're having issue or anything, but just because of what they are watching online.
Okay, for me, I feel it's due to neglect from families. And another factor is peer pressure. Because when you are with some friends and they are doing some kind of things and you don't do that, they'll make you feel so inferior, or they make you feel bad that you don't do what they do. So sometimes they make people go into these things just to act the same way they act.
Stress certainly is a part of human existence, and there is no gainsaying to this fact. But however, people deal with stress levels in different ways. But that is not to say that in the bid to deal with stress, you resort to taking substances that eventually would mean the deterioration of your health and even your body. So what am I saying in essence? If you must take drugs, and drugs in this sense, I mean drugs that actually help you grow, be sure to make sure that these drugs are medically tested, certified, and approved by a pharmacist and a medical doctor.